today two projects going on. We're going to demo and replace this front porch and steps. We're just working on taking this handrail apart. We're going to reuse this. So what I think I'll do here is just extend that step over and make it all even on the porch, and we'll just move this handrail over. It just feels a little bit tight here, and you know, if we could gain, you know, 4 to 6 inches here, that would just help the flow of traffic going through there. So we're going to go ahead and get this started demoing. Guys are working on taking apart the railing. It's pretty cold out, so I just gently with a screwdriver took all the caps off, trying not to crack anything so we can reuse it. So we'll take these square screws out, and hopefully they don't break. They've been in there a long time. Coming? Yep. Okay. All right, so we'll get this underway. Over here, Jim's just extending. The downspout came down and it's just dumping water right there beside that post. So we're gonna put a 90 in a piece of pipe, just take it to daylight there. Not much water, but just get it away from the foundation of the garage. All right, underway with the handrail gone. We'll put up a temporary post. Now take notice how easy that porch comes out. All that was cinder block laying side by side, and there's a room underneath there. So we were just being very careful. We didn't want to punch through the drywall. I couldn't believe they did it like that. So, you know, these old houses, that's what you come across. So gently we removed all of that, and it just got noisy and dusty. Jackhammer going, getting those steps out of there. And you can see the temporary brace holding up that corner of the roof. Not a lot of weight, but just wanted to put something up there to help support it. So that's about it for here today, other than this demo. And we'll be back here tomorrow. A little bit of prep and repouring that porch and step. So moving on to our second project. Just helped me bring over the 249 skid loader and the 306 excavator with the B6 breaker on it. So we're going to start hammering this floor up. We're going to replace this, drop it down 12 inches, Sean? 12 inches?
I think so.
I think that's what it was. That's okay.
We're doing 6 inches underneath the floor.
Okay. We hung plastic, try and keep the dust down. They're still going to try and work over there. So new floor over to cut mark. Recess the middle down for a new lift. Looks like we're almost ready to go. Okay, so I just came in. So I start about 4 feet back from the wall. Just punch a series of holes. I want to loosen all this up, and then I'll work my way towards the wall and then pull that back. If I start at the wall, now I could push something and damage the outside of the siding or hurt some of the foundation. I'm not sure where all the posts are, so like I said, that's why I do it. I weaken up the center, then pull everything to the center. And I'll do that around the drain, the edges, everything gets pulled into the center once I pulverize it. So I'll get you set up somewhere here. It's going to be quite noisy, and go to time lapse. If I see anything exciting, I'll slow it down and talk to you. I feel kind of bad. Here's what it sounds like in here. Not too bad. You know, it's all muffled. You know, just a little bit of noise, but not anything I gotta sort of raise my voice too much to talk over. Let me open the door. Here's what the guys working right behind that plastic have to listen to. To go till 5 o'clock. And it is 2 o'clock. Hopefully they have ear protection in.
Not sure what happened, but I got hydraulic fluid leaking everywhere. So let's go take a look. Let's find out together. Well, hopefully it's not a big deal, but this is loose right here. I'll bring some crescent wrenches in tomorrow and get that tightened up. I'm definitely got a good start on it. I'm over halfway. I'm going to stop there while they finish cleaning out this corner. That'll be it for today. It's coming up real good. I think this I can throw the bucket on and just rake it all back now that I'm free from the walls. So I'll pulverize that side around the door box, and I think it's going pretty good. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so here we are back down here the next morning. There's our 2 quick steps. They're a little bit short. They are, did you get a number on here? 10.5 inches? I think they're 10.5 inches. But there's only 2 of them. 5.5 inch rise. Morning. Jim's cutting some rebar. Cutters are cold this morning. Getting them warmed up. Okay. We'll get our grid in. Tools are on deck. Mixer's due any minute. So we put a couple tap cons through the holes, and we'll concrete around them. We'll see how that works. If it doesn't tighten up good enough, we can always add a couple, but I didn't want to drill right next to that face. So we'll get some good vibration around there. Concrete's mixed up. We have about 1.5% calcium in there. See, it's coming right up through the landscaping, right into place. Okay, I'll get the camera down and see if I can't help out here. Not a very big pour for us. If you've watched our videos, you know this is just getting this done before we get busy at work for the season. We put shingles around the perimeter so we don't fill up that concrete wall. We don't want this slab tied into that wall. We just want to be setting on there. This slab needs to shrink ever so slight. If you tie it in, a lot of times you'll see a hairline crack right above that wall. All right, I gotta help out. Jim just worked that straight edge over and out rather than coming down these steps. So I just worked these, right underneath there, making sure my bolts are straight. I think that's going to work just fine. There's our temporary support. Started in here. Okay, about 1 scoop in the middle, Steve. Thank you. So watch the bottom of the steps. See, as I tuck it, everything moves there. That's working that air out of there and consolidating that face. The finishers will like that. Could you give me a little bit right there? Sure. So that's why I don't 45 the bottom of the step. Now I can see it right there. We'll take a trowel and cut under, or we'll just pull that. We know we're very close to where we need to be. Same thing here, do a tuck. Little shake. Working it right all the way to the corner. Okay, we'll get this swept up. There we go. This corner was cracked and settling, so we just cleaned this up. I don't know if I got that yesterday. And we drilled and pinned into that real good. Didn't want to replace the whole pad just for that little corner. You know, yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, clean up. Grab a sip of coffee. I haven't said that for a while. Grab a sip of coffee. Be right back. He's making his way out of here. With everything poured, this is going to be kind of a slow project. It's very cold out this morning. Concrete's setting a little bit slow. So do you mind getting a couple finished shots of this for me?
Yep.
I'm going to head over to the next project and keep that moving. And we'll see you over there. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to talk. My smaller machine, the 303.5, I brought over, I can spin in here much easier. So I'm just combing all this back, making a pile. Tommy's taking it back out there. I'll put you on time lapse. We'll talk again real soon. We're down to the last couple of feet of demo. Tom just got the 6 over here and pulverized that. We have some big 5/8 rebar going in there. I didn't know if they were tied into the exterior concrete, so he just pulverized that. We see they're loose, so I'll go ahead and dig that out a little bit. Now we just have to get these corners, and I think we're in good shape. Thumbs up like they were free. He was talking about something else. The rebar did go through, so I got a grinder. Go halfway through, then you can wiggle and snap them right off. So there they are, nice and flush. Let's go ahead and finish this up. We'll grab a bite to eat for lunch. The debris taken out. This is our pit area. We centered it on the door. 96.5 wide by 237 long. This all goes down about a foot. This is our sub base, or our sub slab. So I'm going to dig this out. Let's go ahead and just give me some rough dots, Tom. You know, 12 inches big all the way around the perimeter, and then we'll have a little bit of wiggle room. A couple different options we were looking at. Now when they back out, you can see they hit the corner of the building. We were discussing maybe putting this in on a slight angle, so that when they come in. But that only happened once, and it seems to make better, well, it just seems to be safer to work every situation putting it straight in. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get digging. We'll find that floor drain. Chances are we have to lower that plumbing, so I'll need to find it over here, go through that wall deeper, and so on. Okay, we just finished roughing in the pit, so I'm just taking the dirt, spreading it behind there. I dug my way back and just drug it out, but that's basically the size of it. Now I just want to repaint it. There is my pad size, and you can see I'm about a foot big. I crept in a little bit here, so I need to clean this up. And there to there, this side looks pretty good, so let him get that dirt out of the way and then just true this up. We're going to have to lower this pipe. Right here we're about an inch in the concrete, and then of course as the pipe comes up the concrete goes down. Now it's getting a little bit too thin in the middle, so we're going to take this out and dig a new one through there. We'll lower that all down underneath our concrete, and shouldn't take too long. I might bring a little 302 or 307 for that tomorrow. It is only a 10-foot ditch. We may just dig it by hand. I don't know. We do need to get some exercise. Saw me in that last video. I could barely move that conduit. So, all right, we'll get cleaned up here a little bit. See what happens. Down to see how the guys did. I'm sure they did good. Let's see how it looks. I like the border they did, and they edged this. That way there's a room underneath there. Now I can get some caulking in there and around that corner. So many times they leak and you see the caulking all balled up here. So now maybe I can get a nice fine bead all the way around that. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. So hopefully nobody touches this handrail. The tap cons are in. Looks good. Okay, looks like they plumbed that post up. That's why that board's there. That wasn't there earlier. So they checked that out for me, and I ended up with the brick. Looks good. All right, we'll leave this temporary up for a couple of days. There's hardly any weight on it. We'll get that board off. A little bit of landscaping. All right. Let's get this covered up though. It's gonna be about 26 degrees tonight. So I'm gonna head down maybe in 2 hours, 6 o'clock, and I'll get 2 layers of plastic on that, just to contain the heat and keep the cold air off it. So, thanks for tuning in to Conquer the Hosses. Nice, easy project. We'll keep going on that that lift pad at the tire company tomorrow. See you then.